So good day, folks. Happy New Year's to you. I know we've been quiet since we got back from the Arctic Ocean and our Canadian tour and a cross-country tour, and you know, there's been lots of people wondering where we are, what we're doing. So I guess this is the start of that. I guess we might as well start this day off right. So today is moving day, and we're gonna move some cars around and show you a little bit about Heritage Brothers. I want to thank everyone that tuned into us over the past 6 months and tuning into us, continued to tune into us. We have lots of footage to send out to you for you to see, lots of mayhem and chaos, but no drama. And yeah, so I thought, well, hey, since moving day today, maybe we need to start with this old blackbird behind us, and you get to see some of the stuff going on. So stay tuned, and here we go. So it's moving day. So the boys are digging stuff. We're cleaning trailers out. We're stacking and packing in our storage area, and I figured, well, maybe you'd like to hear this old GTO, so I figured we better get something started and make something happen. This old goat got lots of history. So here's Rivers. That's my oldest son. I know he's not looking pretty today. He's got quite a growth on from a beard. There's the middle son. That's Reese. So this old goat, you can see she's an old bruiser. Got a little Hearst lightning rod shifter in her. Hello for moving. She's got an old big block in her. Some old ET type Traeger wheels. And this car here came into my life when I was 14 years old. They drove into my yard just the way you see it. Never knew what was under the hood, but I came in and it said, you want to buy my white GTO? Well, the guy who had this, Kevin, all he did was inspire me to get mine finished. So anyway, we got it finished. Who would have thought it'd take another 29 years from that day? So anyway, over time, this car came up for sale in an estate sale. And I've got history of it. It's an old bruiser. We prettied it up. The boys put a new floor in it. Put ladder bars, brand new exhaust, new tank, little chrome rear end, made it kind of retro-y. Like I said, this is not a show car, but I tell you, she's a great driver. And all these years, the guy who had this was a big Pontiac guy, and I didn't know that until I bought it, really, that it was a big block Chevy in it. So we got it wrong, tuned up. It's actually an LS6 of an old 70 SS Chevelle, and we know where that Chevelle is. And like I said in the past, thing there, bad Chad, maybe someday it might get in its real car, but excuse me. But anyway, right now she's got history with me. In this old goat, and it's a snowy day here in Canada. So anyway, we're gonna back her in, and I figured it'd be a treat for people to hear this thing. And like I said before, here's a little tip. Do you see? Open up that hood again, right? So here's a tip that people forget. So all these old Chevelles and GTOs, they got a lock in the hinge. So that'll keep the hood from coming down. So you always got to make sure you push them back before you pull them down. Many have been hood because of that right there. So
bend right there.
Yeah, they'll bend right where that's a little bulgy there. They'll bend right across there.
Everybody's doing the same thing.
So anyway, I'm gonna follow this old car back. He's gonna get a run for it. I love love that old car. I'm so glad to have it. Like you said, she's a driver. She's not a show car. This old engine has some little speed tricks about it. She thumps better. This old car had some old school race parts. The guy who used to own this used to own Pinfield Dragway. So when we got the car, they had a few things going on. And that's a well warmed up car. It isn't cold. So anyway, I'll go to the back and you hear. So yeah, that's her in a nutshell on that one. She's a great old car. Love its lines. A whole sequence of events when he comes out of her. Of course, you'll see he'll take his time and won't beat the doors off of something else. So yeah, this led to, we brought in a customer's Pro Street Chevelle, and we unloaded out of our trailer, which led to this whole playing checkers with our cars and bumping them all around. So anyhow, he said there's the old TA there. Wife Charger, we got to do some engine work to that. Of course, this old Trans Am I bought just lately. This is a customer car here. We're doing work to it on a regular basis. This is my dad's Corvette. So there's a story behind that one. This one we gave it to him for his birthday, but the license plate on this was on his first Corvette back in the early 80s. And I happened to have it in my keepsake box all these years. And when we gave it to him, we put the same license plate right on the front of her. And of course, we got this old Bronco here. You know, we're fixing it up for the client. We got the engine out, doing some work to it. You know, she's gonna be a driver. We're gonna get some miles on it. And yeah, a little bit of a building of dreams here. So what are we bringing in next? Let's bring in, I call it the Teddy Bear Slayer. They call it Brown Betty.
It's like Black Betty, but kind of gross.
And I got a reason why I call it Teddy Bear Slayer. So this here truck's got a neat story behind it. It went through the local auction. It is a Parks Canada truck, never driven in the winter. And the boys, when I first brought it, everyone said, "What are you doing? This is gonna be like a step side old truck." It was all saggy springed and everything, and everyone just couldn't see the what it could be. So anyway, I seen the diamond rough. I looked at a body. This is its original paint. So we jacked her up, put a proper lift kit under it from Pro Comp, and yeah, that's its original paint. Original quarters, doors, floors, all that. It's all original. Where do you find one? We got a few rattles. We drive her. We got to fix her up. And so they call it Brown Betty. I call it Teddy Bear Slayer, and I call it that because of, I'll show the interior of it. You put that in front of the goat? Okay. So like I said, it's an old truck. We're still working away at it. It's just got, you may have to put her in four-wheel drive. Got one tire spinning in a jacked up four-wheel drive. A lot of these vehicles are still work in progress, right? You're still trying to make them right and make them this, make them that. So I bought this at first thinking it'd be all hunting fishing vehicle, but more just to do Hollywood hunting, maybe out in the woods somewhere, and the truck was too nice to scratch up, so we put a newer style front end under it. Still got a drizzle motor. I kept the wheel the same gear ratio in the housings because we like to. It drives down the highway really nice with the bigger tires and stuff, and it just rolls really sharp. So anyway, it's funny, after we got it in the shop and all jacked up and the wheels and tires put on it, then everyone around said, "I love that truck," and everyone wanted to get their hands on it. So anyway, I could see it. I could see it in the truck. And at least I got a little more. Keep the door open for a sec, or I'll open her up. This is why I call it Teddy Bear Slayer. So this little seat cover they probably put on when they first bought the truck. And this little seat cover's in the front and back and stuff. And I left it on. We'll probably change it out eventually. But I know it's going to sound funny, I had a teddy bear, the color of this, growing up as a kid, like when I was 3 and 4 years old. And I always thought, well, this is all brute of an interior, and anyway, that teddy bear kind of was the same color as this covers on these seats. So anyway, looks like someone killed that teddy bear to put it in the front seat of this old truck. So anyway, that's my name. Here's the next rig. So this old truck, she's a 63 Power Wagon, and it's got a story. It came from Tommy's Toy Box. 318 poly in it. I asked Tommy, he had different wheels and tires. I asked Tommy if he could find me a set of wheels and put steel hubcaps on. I like the tall type tires on it. And you'll be seeing more. This has kind of been our Christmas parade vehicle and our family torn out in the countryside vehicle. And anyhow, it's a neat old truck. Still got the reef on the front. So yeah, we'll see more of this here. Some videos to come. Like I said, we're just trying to get things back where they should roughly be. So yeah. So that's a little bit of what's going on. Stay tuned, folks, for lots of other things and great adventures, and hey, we'll have ourselves some fun.